Powell plays Ben, a financial dude with avoid nihilism and profound emotional wounds, in a loose retelling of Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing. Ben meets B, Sydney Sweeney, a law student who isn't sure she wants to be a lawyer at all. The two hit it off right away as they spend the day and night conversing passionately, eating grilled cheese, and disclosing personal details to one another. The following day, when B awakens on Ben's couch, she is ecstatic but unsure, so she panics and runs away silently. She quickly realizes her error and comes back to tell him how she feels, but not before she hears a devastated Ben tell his closest friend Pete that she was just another one-night fling that didn't mean anything to him. Anyone But You follows B and Ben, and the two are duped into traveling to an Australian destination wedding. B's sister Hal is getting married to Claudia, Ben's childhood friend. So, what's the issue? These unattached singles shared an incredible first date years ago that quickly went sour. But when Ben shows interest in Margaret and B's parents, Leo and Innie, try to pair B up with John, they pretend to be in a great relationship out of mutual convenience. Anyone But You is a funny and sexy romantic comedy that offers plenty of infectious fun. Ben, Glenn Powell, tells his best friend Pete that B dropped out of law school because he was venting after they had slept together. This came about following a final reconciliation between Ben and B regarding their first date's events. Ben felt irritated. The next morning, Sydney Sweeney's B made a surprise visit. B, on the other hand, heard Ben lied to Pete in an attempt to preserve face by saying she didn't mean anything to him when she returned. Additionally, he told B that he was upset with her for sneaking away on him that morning. Ben and B slept together following their rescue prior to the wedding. Nevertheless, Ben starts to doubt their relationship when B says that all of her choices result in errors. Like B did to him, he leaves quietly, which enrages her. Ben revealed her secret to Pete at that point. Pete went on to say that his forgetfulness had upset the entire family. Ben declares his love for B in the Sydney Opera House at the conclusion of Anyone But You. After a second disagreement between B and Ben in front of the family, the wedding cake topples. Alexander Shipp's character Claudia is agitated, and Hal tries to soothe her. Ben hears the engaged couple arguing over them the next day. After that, Ben and B formally resolve their differences for the benefit of their families. Margaret, Ben's ex-girlfriend, gives him a kiss at the wedding and on the dance floor. After realizing it, B walks away. Later on, the family persuades him to visit her. Ben leaps from a cliff, knowing exactly where she will be so the rescue chopper can come for him. He requests that they drop him off at the Sydney Opera House when they arrive. One of the EMS personnel responds that it's because men like him couldn't then declare their love for one another when he wonders why they don't rescue people on boats. When Ben does, they share a kiss. As a couple, they return to the celebration. Then, Claudia and Hal confess that their argument on the day of their wedding in front of Ben was a plot to bring them back together. Director Will Gluck includes a humorous scene with a combination of outtakes and the cast performing Natasha Bedingfield's Unwritten, which is Anyone But You's official theme song. Powell and Australian actor Joe Davidson, who plays Beau, dance in a hilarious sequence.